In the middle of Brambleberry Woods stood an ancient, knotted tree that no one dared to climb. The animals called it Whisperroot because when the wind blew, it sounded like the tree was whispering secrets to itself. Most thought it was haunted. Some said it was enchanted. But no one really knew. Except for Nia. Nia was a young, clever fox with a nose for adventure and paws that couldn't sit still. While her siblings chased butterflies and played in puddles, Nia explored every inch of the forest, mapping, sketching, and imagining. One chilly autumn afternoon, she was collecting pine cones near Whisperroot when she heard it again. Shush, it wasn't the wind. It was coming from under the tree. Nia crept closer. At the base of Whisperroot, hidden beneath moss and mushrooms, she noticed a hollow patch in the bark. She poked it with a stick. Click, the ground shifted, and a wooden door popped open. Eyes wide, tail twitching, Nia stepped inside. What she saw next took her breath away. Rows and rows of books lined the underground chamber, books stacked on tree roots, floating on leaves, hanging from vines. Glowing mushrooms lit up the walls. A tiny stream trickled between shelves, humming softly like a lullaby. A sign hung over the first shelf. "Welcome to the Library of Lost Legends." Nia whispered, "I've found a secret library." As she tiptoed deeper, a voice boomed, but kindly. "Do you wish to read, or to remember?" She spun around. A wise old badger in glasses stepped out from behind a stack of books. I want to read," said Nia. "And remember too, I guess." The badger smiled. "Then you may stay." Day after day, Nia returned in secret. She read stories from the Age of Dragons, journals written by hedgehog inventors, and riddles that could open invisible doors. She even found an entire section on cloud herding, though she wasn't sure if clouds had legs. But one day, she noticed something strange. Each time she read a book, it disappeared from the shelf. She asked the badger, "Where do the books go?" "They return to those who need them," he said. "Stories are meant to travel. But what if I want to read them again?" she asked. "You will," said the badger, "when you become part of one." Nia didn't understand then. But she would. A week later, storm clouds rolled in. Heavy winds battered the forest. Trees bent. Branches snapped. And then, crack! A fire sparked from a lightning strike, and Brambleberry Woods began to burn. The animals panicked. Birds flew into trees. Deer ran in circles. Squirrels dropped their acorns and fled. But Nia remembered the books. She rushed to the Whisperroot tree and leapt into the library. "Badger," she cried. "The forest is in danger." The old badger nodded calmly. "Then it's time." "Time for what?" He handed her a scroll. "How to speak to trees. Use this," he said. "But only if your heart is true and your words are kind." Nia clutched the scroll and ran. She climbed to the highest hill, opened the parchment, and whispered the ancient words. The ground rumbled. Whisperroot glowed. And then, creak, grew on, whoosh. The trees of Brambleberry rose. Their roots stretched, their limbs formed walls, and together they guided the flames away from the homes of animals. The forest had heard her. When the fire was gone, the animals cheered. "You saved us," cried the owl. "She talked to the trees," shouted a raccoon. "I didn't save you," Nia said, holding the scroll close. The stories did, but when she returned to the library, something had changed. The shelves were emptier. The scrolls had vanished. And where her favorite book once lay was a new one, its cover leaf wrapped, its title glimmering in gold. The Fox Who Spoke to Trees, by Nia of Brambleberry. She gasped. "I became a story?" The old badger smiled. "You remembered, and now, others will too." Moral: stories are not just to be read, they are meant to be lived, shared, and remembered.